Cool. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending today's proposal AMA. I'm so happy to have you all here. Just gonna look into the screen quickly and just recognize a couple of folks. Hello, Salar. Hello, Albert. Hello, young Jeje. Hello, Alex. Hello, Raven. Ryan. Hello, Asamin. John Job, Dirk. See German. Precha. Hello, folks. It's so good to have you guys here. Yeah, so we're here to do another edition of the Qubic Proposal AMA. So every Tuesday at 3 p.m. UTC, any individual or team that is thinking about creating a quorum proposal or a CCF proposal can, basically use this time slot to present the proposal live to the computers and also the community. And the reason why we do this is because we think this is also a great opportunity to gain some extra visibility on your proposal. So this week I'm joined by El Clip and also by Matthew, who will be both presenting their proposals today. I think it's very important that we encourage as many builders as possible, as many folks as possible that want to build on top of Qubic. And I think this hour that we've planned for folks therefore is so important. So please help me today also to encourage these guys for all the effort that they're putting into creating these proposals on Qubic. If you have any questions, you can leave them here in the chat, or you can go to the AMA channel, which I will quickly link in the chat, and then I will make sure that your questions will be asked. So that's it. So El Clip, are you ready?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, go ahead, man.
So can I share the presentation?
Screen? Yeah, absolutely.
Sure, if I have permissions to do it. I'm not seeing the button to share it. Do you mind if I send it to you, to your DM?
Yeah. Just DM me it, and then I'll take care of it.
Okay, done it.
Okay, I see it. Around. Let me see if you can see it. All right, can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right, just go back. All right, just tell me when to click next, and I'll go next.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so first of all, thanks to everybody, to the community team, to everybody in the community team, and to everyone who is collaborating to build a strong and plural community, which are the scope we in the community team share. So in our understanding, we are going through what it seems to be a period of growth, and we hope it will be consistent during the coming months. Obviously, we can't know what's going to happen, but is what we wish and we expect it to happen. So our proposal is also oriented to this end. So if you can pass to the next one. Yep. Okay, so that's what we have delivered in the past couple of months. We started on April, May, and this proposal is for June and July. So what we have delivered so far is in terms of transparency. We've built the community team channel, where it's a place where we can interact directly with the community. So we can have all the feedback from our community. In terms of representation, we have approved the community quorum, which means that every member in the community team has the same power of decision, the same decision power. It's a bit more complex than that, but in the proposal that is at the moment in GitHub, you can download all the community team structure and proposal, so it's easy to check how it works and what are the measures it covers. In terms of coverage, we have started delivering services to mining pools, but we want to increase those services, and not only for mining pools. We want to extend those services for the rest of the communities, as I'm going to explain. In terms of activities, we are already restarting in Telegram, and as I said, we will try to cover also regional communities. And we are starting very soon with this. So in terms of reactivity, we have approved the first community rules update, and that has been really, really important for us. And I think it has bring the opportunity to come all together, and it has shown like quite unity on the result of this poll. And in terms of independence, that was something pending in the last AMA that we had. We have approved also an independent structure for the community team. So you can pass to the next slide, please. Yeah, I wanted to give a very big thanks to everybody who participated in the poll, and we have learned that this really legitimates the decisions we made in the community team. So it's something that we want to continue with, and I think it's gonna suppose an important dialogue among the community and the community team to work together and achieve goals that came from both sides, which should be only one. So the guidelines community poll sets this precedent, and we can anticipate, as I said, that more polls will come. And as a resume of what happened, there were over 200 votes, which is quite big for the votes that we are having normally, or votes or reactions even to announcements. And it supposed a 91% agreement on the same decision that was the support for the update. So we want to highlight that this poll bring us together as a community and as a community team, and we will honor the decisions made, and we will achieve the scope of this update. If you can change to the next, please. So now what's coming? As I said in the beginning, we are going through a period of expansion, hopefully. So we will try to also follow that path. So we are gonna start providing training for the community team, and that will mean that we will become more expert and more consistent on how we manage different situations. We will try to provide training in different aspects of what's the moderation role, like not only like how to behave, but also on technical stuff like mining, or even having a mentorship program to onboard other moderators that at the moment are collaborating with us but are not properly in the moderation team or in the community team. So we will launch this mentorship program and onboard a training for regional moderators. We will also extend to Telegram and regional communities. That's the expansive stage that we hopefully we will see. And we will try also to, in collaboration with the ambassadors, which are already doing that, we would like to have the content we have in English to available for other languages. So we will try to provide a multilingual content and have a documentation hub translated to different languages. So this is what's coming. Also, another thing that we have already implemented, and we will start as soon as we have the green light from the computers, is a budget-linked performance model, which means that we are right now in a dynamic salary model based on price tiers, which means that depending on the price action, the community team will receive a different salary. So that helps to manage salaries in a very volatile market like the one we have. And also we will implement bonuses based on performance and versatility. So that means that will be like a base salary that will be linked to price action. And then will be bonuses depending on performance, everyone, and versatility. And if we can go to the next slide, please. Thank you. So what I'm trying to highlight is that we want to build the community together. That's why this accent on the polls and on the achievement found in the poll in the community rules update poll. So we encourage everyone to share their perspectives with us, and for that we have the community team channel, and we would really like to everyone to come to us in the channel by DM in any way possible, but we really want to keep this dialogue ruling. The polls will be used, as I said, and we will provide reports and also surveys to gain clear and structured understanding of the community sentiment. So that's maybe a more anonymous way to provide feedback, but we also will accept that one. And maybe it serves also as a starting point to strengthen the relation between the community team and the community. And what we are really pursuing with that is real engagement. We believe that the people who feel themselves listened is the people who then is going to speak in favor of this project, and that's what we really want to achieve. And if we can go to the last one. So that one is just the closing. So it's a big thank you for everybody. So, and to ask the community and the computers the support to continue with our target. And we really appreciate the chance to be taking care of what we believe is the best community in the space. So that's it from my side. And any question you may have, very happy to address it.
Thank you so much, sir, for yeah, for your presentation. Are there any questions for Clip? Is there anything specific that you guys would like to know from Clip? Otherwise, I have a question for you. Why did you decide actually to change like the what is it, the economic model or like the payment model? And I think my second question to you is, you basically decided to create a very, how to say, like community driven way of approving, or basically going for sort of approving those community guidelines. Like, what was the thinking behind it?
Well, I start for the second one first. What was behind it is to find more agreement with the community. Basically, we believe that, as we already saw in like months ago in the Web3, the community is a very important strength for a project. So for this to collide and to go together, we need to listen each other, and that was basically the main force that bring us to this structure.
Yeah.
So, and then in relation to the first question, that was mentioned economic. Yeah, it's because of this industry. I believe is we need to find a way to have resources in a positive and in a negative market. So we this solution is always something that we are going to test, and we're going to see how it performs, and we will evaluate. But I think that may bring some long-term resilience to a very volatile market and industry.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Hey, I see that Tokonoya just joined the chat, and he says, "Shit, I was late." And can somebody please tell me what the clip, presentation was about? If you have to give like a two, sentence, summary for Tokonoya, what's your ask, to the computers?
Well, our ask is to allow us to continue achieving new places and growing with this community, which we believe is very effervescent and very strong.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's it. And that hopefully we are entering in an expansive stage. So let's hope
Yeah.
to see some growth for Qubic.
Same, indeed. Fingers crossed. If you have any questions for our clip, feel free to drop them here in the chat or in the AMA channel. I see that No Drift is asking, where can we see the specifics of what is done is it in the GitHub proposal? No Drift, he just basically presented it, but I think what's nice for you to know is that the presentation is recorded also today. So so after the whole session is finished, Sense will share a recording of the session today. So so you will be able to review what everything was about today. Great. I see thumbs up. All right. Thank you so much, Clip, for everything. And again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them here in the chat or on the AMA channel, and we will discuss them.
Big thanks. And as Chad is saying in the chat, Qubic can grow. And that's how we can achieve more milestones.
Right. All right, let's go. Hey, Matthew. It's so nice to see you. It's so nice to see you here, man. I'm really great that you took the time to to come online with us.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Yeah, and you need the screen share, right? So, and I think there were some issues just now with screen sharing. So let me just stop this one. Could you try and see if it works for you?
Yes, I will try.
Yeah. Seems to be working.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
All right. Well, let me show you basically the project called Rubik. Worked on it since 2023. So here's the GitHub, and it's got some build instructions. Basically, it acts as a light node, connects directly to core peers, and stores your seeds. And if anyone's wondering how to run it, the easiest way, at least on Windows, is to go under Releases, and GitHub automatically builds an exe and this UI zip folder on it. Pull the code itself and run it. Sorry if this is too technical for an AMA. Not really sure how else to do it. So I thought I would just show the application itself. So once you pull it, okay, I'm here in the folder, and what I'll do is just run it. All right, now it's running. It's connecting to peers. It's maintaining a database with my seeds and addresses, et cetera, et cetera. Then here in the UI folder, I just have a really kind of a lame UI, but it's, it's just to show the functionality. Currently, Neuron 99 is working on a more polished UI. It's coming along really well. That's being done under a separate bounty. I encourage people to check it out. So here's what you see with the current kind of stock dev UI. We can see that it's ticking, so it's actually
Sorry.
getting live ticks.
Sorry, Matthew.
Sorry?
Yeah, the streaming is not working at the moment, so we can't really see what I believe is not working from me, and I believe the community is also not seeing it. I don't know if maybe relaunching it could work.
Here, I'll stop it. Let's see if we can do it again.
It was working for me, but just not really zoomed in, let's say. So I think yeah. So maybe when you also stream it, maybe you could do it full screen.
Okay. Well, I did entire screen. I might be able to zoom in here. Let's see.
No worries.
Can you see this at all?
It's loading on my side.
Is it showing up?
It's loading still for me. It's loading. It says.
Okay.
In my end, it
Was
says
it
that
working at all?
No,
it's
it's just loading. Maybe you can try it again.
All right.
Just
I'll stop.
Yeah.
Stop screen. Share screen. Here, I can try to share just the tab, see if that works. Does that work?
It works. Yeah, it works.
Okay. Sorry, I wanted to show the actual wallet running, but yeah, okay. Here's the kind of the stock UI that comes with it. So we can see under connected peers, we're actually connected to these peers, and we can see them updating in real time. So it's acting as a light node, doing some of the functionalities from the core node. Thanks to DCAT for a lot of help guiding me through that. For example, if I go to settings, I can set a master password for the database. I can enter my password and encrypt all my addresses. If I go to my identities, we can see here, I've got 2 identities here. Both are encrypted. I can generate a random identity. Okay, you can see it here, and it's not encrypted. Otherwise, I have to make that
We're still hearing that it's not working. Matthew, it's actually working for me, but I can see that for others, it's like they're saying in the comments that it's not working. Can you perhaps just try to leave the stage and just come back, and then we can try and see if that maybe then works for everyone. Yeah, it seems to be working for some folks, but then for a few others isn't. All right, Matthew is back. Yeah, hello, sir. Sorry for all the troubles. Discord is not it's not the best tool, sadly.
It's all right. I've had issues like this before. Can you hear me? You hear me all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can
All right.
hear you perfectly.
We'll try it again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try the full screen again, see if that works.
Yep.
Let me know if you can see it.
It's loading on my end.
Okay, I'll switch to just the.
Yeah.
Wait, can you see it now? I can see it.
It's loading, it says.
All right.
Yeah, if you could try the tab, maybe.
Can you see that?
No.
Is
Oh, it
anyone
works
able
for
to?
Sense. It works for Sense, and I think for Sense, does it work for you? Because I think for Sense, it's kind of important because he's recording the session. So as long as Sense can see it, then then I guess it's good because he can record it. So
See it too?
yeah,
Is anyone able to see it?
yeah, it kind of sucks. I don't know what to do because I cannot see it on my screen, but Sense can see it on his screen, and I guess that's probably important because he's recording it too.
Okay, so he can see it.
Yeah, but I would just say, maybe go ahead, and if some folks perhaps can print some screenshots here in the chat, then we can just follow it here, right? And then then you don't have to worry about it. So Sense, if it's possible, if you could maybe drop some screenshots along the way, or maybe some other community members can in the chat, that would be really great. All right, just go ahead, Matthew, please.
All right, I was just going to try sending back and forth. I mean, it's just showing the functionality. So if I have copied this address that I just randomly generated, try to send 100 queues. Send, I get my transaction ID. And then if I open up under here, it shows as pending 100, and it executes at tick 449. There's a little delay because it actually is doing independent verification of each tick and tick data. So that takes a little bit. Get my balance updated. And we see that the transaction succeeded here. So for example, sent back, send, and another transaction ID. And again, we see it pending. And if you read the proposal, you'll see one of the features of this is that it's not relying on any centralized, third-party application. It's directly connecting, and we can see how well it's actually picking up ticks here. Essentially, keeping up with the network live. So that transaction confirmed. And at the moment, I'm still adding assets. That's coming along really well. And with the full UI that Neuron's building, my goal is that it'll just be a one-click kind of web view, nice looking UI. So it'll be much slicker than this and easy to run. I don't know if you were able to see the peers before, but we can see in real time them updating. So yeah, other features are adding and deleting peers, setting a minimum or maximum number of peers. Obviously, assets are coming.
Yep.
It's running a SQLite database and just keeping your seeds encrypted in the database. So just kind of a full-featured wallet.
Yeah, amazing.
And that's really all I had.
Good. Hey, and what are your plans for the wallet itself? I'm just going to ask some questions, and also the rest of the folks that are listening in, if you have any questions for Matthew, this is absolutely the time. Yeah, so Matthew, what are your future plans for the wallet? You mentioned that that Neuron is going to work on a UI or is already working on a UI. And what are some other plans that you have? I believe that also CFP made some comments about things that he might want to do with the wallet, or
Sure. So the fact that it's keeping up with the ticks so well means we can act with more granularity than most wallets because we can operate on a per tick basis. So we can have transactions or operations execute at specific ticks, which any node can do, but being so easy to run, it's really helpful. And we could potentially add some features, discussed a bit with CFB, some features we could add. That's kind of under wraps for now. But otherwise, obviously assets, you got to have them. I'm adding them currently. The UI is coming along nicely. And other than that, what I would really like is for people to try it and give me some feedback on it, because the proposal channel has received a lot of attention, which is great, but I don't think that many people have actually tried it. And I've worked on this and written it. I'd really like to see people's thoughts about it, or if they encounter a bug, to report it, for example. So I'd really like it to become more of a community-driven wallet. If anyone has any ideas or is a developer and wants to submit a pull request to add some features, I would love that. So that's sort of my plan for now.
Great. So, I think what we could do, after this call as well, is perhaps to make an announcement on how people can use your wallet, and then hopefully it reaches some more people than the 50 that are listening in right now. So I think that's a great idea. There was one other question I see in the audience from Albert. He's asking you, do you think it would be feasible to extend the wallet to have functionality for exchanges, so that the integration with Qubic does not rely on the RPC, hence they are closer, to be a node?
Yes, absolutely. There's a couple of technical points that would have to be addressed, but they could absolutely be addressed. For example, I said it's using a SQLite database, which is perfectly acceptable for a user wallet. For an exchange, you might want to swap it out for Postgres or MySQL or something like that. But other than that, the features itself could absolutely be adapted for anyone who's running a DApp or an exchange, anything that generates addresses, receives and detects deposits or transactions, makes transactions, and sends cubics or other assets. Anything could be built on top of that. So hope that answers your question.
Yeah, I think it. Oh, see, yes, he says thanks. Good. All right. I'm gonna.
Sorry, I
Go
think
ahead.
Albert. Sorry, I
Okay.
think Albert was saying I should. Most wallets are connected to a centralized RPC service or their web wallets, which is working well, obviously, but this is connecting to core nodes. So it's essentially acting as a light node. So as I said before, we can operate directly with the network more quickly, and we don't have to wait for example, transactions to be indexed and then published by the RPC server. We can detect them in real time. Okay, so that's why this isn't just a common wallet as so many others might be.
Thank you so much. Does anyone still have a question for Matthew or for Clip? Okay, I guess not at this point. Yeah, so in the announcement, we also shared that perhaps Bronze and also RetroDrive would speak, but they have not confirmed. So I don't think that they will be attending the session for this week. Right, but perhaps if their proposal is approved, right, that they will that they can speak at our all hands, maybe on Thursday. That would be great. Yeah, if there are no other questions for Matthew and for our clip, then I would slowly like to move this to a closing, actually. So just gonna wait maybe 1 or 2 minutes to see if you guys have any questions. And otherwise, I would like to close off the session. see some people typing. What about the 51% also proposal? Yeah, I think the issue is that the person that initiated the proposal is unknown. Right, so it's difficult, I think, to discuss here. I think at least the proposer is not here, so it would be difficult, I think, to discuss. And I think if you would like to also track the discussion, Alex, I think visit the computer operator channel, but also the Monero channel is one of the channels I think where the discussion has been going on for. All right, our Flecko is asking you a question, Matthew. He's asking perhaps one more thing for Matthew. Is there a way for the community to help with specific tests, and where do we find those requests? Specifics work better, is what he asks.
Specific tasks?
Yeah, if they're like, specific instructions or specific, tasks that you have in mind.
Right. Well, it depends on what you're able to do. If you want to just use it and see if there are any obvious flaws or bugs, that's very important just to have people actually using it and to give feedback. So I know that's not specific, but I can't overstate how important that is. If you're able to do, for example, UI work, I'm sure Neuron would be more than happy to collaborate on that. If you're able to do Rust, run the unit tests, write more of them. Try to add some new features, or just do some QA work. As I said, I'm doing assets right now, so I'm in the middle of that. But just kind of any feedback would be really helpful for that. Sorry, I can't be more specific. But
yeah, no worries. I see that Echo is asking you a question. He asks, if this proposal does not pass the vote, will we see a next one with less funds asked?
Yeah, so the fact that I've already done a lot of this work up front, I thought I would do sort of an auction model. Okay. So the answer is yes. It's really just up to the computers to determine what they think it's worth.
Yep. And Echo is asking you, why not ask the community? Perhaps you guys should speak.
Well, we've gotten a lot of feedback in the channel, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't heard really from many computers themselves.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. Well, there's some advice I think also for you in the chat, that you can have a look at, later on. I see that Robo Jonas is asking about the ledger integration. Do we have an ETA? As far as I know, this is ongoing, and an ETA has not been, decided on yet. On Thursday, we have the Qubic All Hands, which includes all ecosystem projects. And otherwise, I will ask, the guys that are, working on that, what the status is for that. But as far as I know, there is no news to be shared thus far. Good. All right. Well, if there are no further questions, I would like to thank Clip and also Matthew for coming on today and presenting your proposals today. Clip has been here before. I think for Matthew it was a first time, so really well done, and thank you so much for also dealing with the whole streaming situation. It always sucks when these things don't work out. So so thank you, Clip, and also thank you, Matthew, for joining in today. I hope to see you soon, and also thanks everyone else for joining in and asking your question. Yeah. Cheers.
Thanks for having me.
Have a great day, and I hope to see you on Thursday. All right. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.